Arriving in Lisbon, the ship docked near the city, so we just walked across the road and down the street. Very interesting place and a beautiful cathedral. So we strolled along in the sunshine, surrounded by historic and interesting architecture. I was in my element, my kind of place. And we've not arrived in the city centre yet, but there's something special about Mediterranean cities. Centuries of history and intrigue add to the experience. Even the shops are special. Coffee, anyone? Coffee came from Ethiopia and apparently arrived in Europe via Malta in 1565, brought by Turkish Muslim soldiers who'd been imprisoned by the Knights of St. John when they tried in vain to capture Malta. The rest is history. The journey continues. As we neared the square, the architecture got grander, the traffic heavier, and the expectation higher. The famous Commerce Square did not disappoint, with the iconic tramcars, the usual central statue. Nate was checking our location on the map, planning the day. Al fresco dining clearly a favorite. The square being very impressive. The Rua Augusta Arch marks the entrance to the city and was built to commemorate the rebuilding of the city after the earthquake of 1755 destroyed it. The female allegory of glory that crowns the arch is 23 feet high. The statue is of Jose I, who rebuilt the city after the earthquake. The king on his horse is symbolically crushing snakes in his path. Nate was filming with me and providing some great shots. The elephant was a symbol of great overseas discoveries. Nowadays, the square is a popular gathering place, not least at this time, as the Football World Cup was in full swing and Portugal were playing Morocco later in the day. The tantalizing spectacle was to be shown on the big screen here, so the crowds were beginning to gather. The temperature was a balmy 25 degrees, humidity low, making it a very pleasant place to stroll around and explore. The arch is in the movie Gulliver's Travels, in which the Lilliputians wheeled Gulliver through the arch. So into the ancient city we go. Certainly impressive, and a wonderful place to be on such a day as this. The flags of Portugal prominent. Portugal, by the way, managed to squeeze a 1-0 win, but that was the only game they won. It's a great place to stroll around. Rua Augusta being long and straight, with 6-story buildings on either side, creating an awe-inspiring effect. As the flags fluttered expectantly, the fans sang and made their way to get a good vantage point for the match. Nathan recording the moment. It's a popular tourist stretch. The 148-foot Santa Justa lift provides great views over the city, but it involved queuing for an hour. I would have loved to go up and shoot, but no time. I have to say, I've never seen a structure quite like it. On reaching Dom Pedro Square, we got a bag of strawberries. The square was exquisite, fountains and impressive architecture, making it a must-see place, and we really enjoyed sitting a while, enjoying the ambience and the strawberries. Lisbon is one of the oldest cities in the world. In Europe, only Athens is older, predating other European capitals by centuries. The things, more than any others, that make European cities stand out are the squares, with their fountains and statues magnificent. Meanwhile, we ate the strawberries and then continued the walk, simply soaking in the atmosphere and enjoying this delightful city. Next time the journey continues as we go right to the top of the hill.
We're in Lisbon.
Have a look at the castle and survey the scene. Next time the journey continues as we go right to the top